Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today is the launch of the Qi10 from Taylormade, the new driver this year, and we're here today with Lee from Taylormade, who's going to tell us all about this new driver. Remember guys, if you like our videos, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends. So here we have it guys, always that anticipated time of the year where Taylormade come out with another new driver, and this year they've gone away from the Stealth name and they've launched Qi10. So I'm here with Lee from Taylormade. Lee, thank you for coming and joining us and talking to me about this product. It's a bit different to Stealth.
Yeah.
Let's start with a simple question. What does Qi10 stand for?
So Qi10 stands for Quest for Inertia 10,000.
Okay, very American term, quest for inertia.
Well, I mean, inertia, it comes from the techie side of it with moment of inertia.
Yep.
Or MOI, as people would have heard it referred to.
What does that mean?
It's stability.
Stability, okay.
In simple terms, it's
and
stability.
why 10? What's the 10,000?
So 10,000 comes from our Max model, which has an MOI of 10,000.
So that's basically on off-centre strikes. Would that be where you're going?
Yeah. So off-centre strikes, effectively, if you're hitting it off-centre, the face can twist and move. So MOI is, the higher it is, the more stable that head is.
So this driver then, this isn't a Taylormade driver coming out this year saying the fastest, the longest. This is the most stable driver you've ever produced.
The most stable by 1400 RPM that we've ever produced.
So that's quite a lot.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got the three models here. You've given me, I've got the standard head, the LS head, and you've got the Max in your hand.
Yep.
What's the difference between the three?
So between the three, we'll start with the standard Qi10. So the standard Qi10, very traditional head shape. It's still a forgiving driver. Still very forgiving, not our kind of high spinning driver, but very traditional shape. So if you've got a guy that wants a forgiving driver but still likes that traditional head shape, that's where you're going to end up going into. Your LS driver, as it kind of is explanatory in a few other models from other brands, LS stands for low spin.
Okay, so higher swing speeds.
Faster players,
okay.
Fastest, out of the middle is likely to produce the fastest ball speed, but it is our least forgiving model, still a forgiving driver.
And one of the main differences, just from the look of it, you've got an adjustable weight in LS.
Yeah.
What's that doing?
Movable weights, you've got an 18 gram weight at the front, you can move that into the toe or to the heel for draw or fade bias.
And why has that weight gone into, because a lot of the time you'll see these weights on a lot of drivers at the back.
Yep.
Why did Taylormade put theirs nearer the face on this LS model?
We put it nearer the face, it's nearer to where the ball is struck from. We found that has a little bit more movability. We can keep the weight there, we can control that weight at the front to play around with spin numbers a little bit better. What you'll notice as well on this head is that there is now a garage that the weight moves underneath.
Okay,
so when it's moved into the heel, it can go underneath. It's what we're calling the garage.
The garage.
The garage of the driver.
Make sure we highlight that term, Chris, when you get the video, the garage.
So when that moves into there, it's a lot more aerodynamic than where any movable weight driver we've had in the past is.
Okay, so that's LS, standard LS, and in your hand.
And the key model for next year is the Max driver.
Why key model?
Because it's the most forgiving.
Got it.
Everybody now is after forgiveness.
Yeah.
If I was to give you loads more yardage, if I was to give you another 10 yards, it doesn't directly affect your scoring. However, if I found you more fairways, that would directly affect your scoring. And that's where we're going with this.
You've seen me hit drivers, and yes, you are correct, it would affect my scoring and the loss of golf balls. So, in terms of face this year, obviously over the last two Stealth models, there's been a big talk about what you did with the face. What's going on with the face on Qi10?
So obviously the biggest difference with the face from last year is the colour. It's changed from red to blue. That new name, new colour, new tech, that's where we're going with that. It is the same face as last year. So it's 60 times carbon twist face. However, it now sits on a new ledge system.
Okay.
So the ledge that the face is
how it's housed.
Yeah, how it's sitting into the head, it sits slightly differently. Effectively, there's a little bit more give there. So it's better ball speed on off-centre hits, and it's also much better for durability.
Okay, so there's quite a bit of work gone in. Although the face is the same, how it's framed within the product is very different. So there we go, guys. it looks a new head. The interesting thing for me now is what's going on with shaft. So you've got 3 head models. What shaft models have you gone with?
So shaft models, interestingly, we haven't got exactly the same shafts in here as what's going into our models, but in the Qi10 Ventus TR Blue, we've got going into there. We have a couple of different models in the LS from Mitsubishi Chemical with their Tensei AV Limited.
Okay.
So there's going to be a blue and a super low launch, low spin black going into there. And then in the Max, we have our Speeder NX TCS. TCS stands for Torque Control System. So that's been developed with Taylormade and Fujikura to create a shaft that is mega stable in the tip, whilst being kind of higher launching, more forgiving for that golfer that needs it. There's also going to be another option in there of the Diamana T+.
Okay.
So what we're finding is we're going to see some players that are a little bit faster want to go into a more forgiving driver. So we're offering an even more stable model for that slightly faster player in our Max model. Other outside of that, we've got plenty of custom options in there, which will all be in your fitting studio.
I mean, it looks really, really cool. I think changing to the blues quite cool as well, coming from that red you've had for the last couple of seasons. As always, Taylormade's going to produce a driver that's going to sell, it's going to perform, it's going to give you something in your game. You're going to be busy by the looks of it with these 3 different heads. I think you're banking on Max being the one that you're going to see in the fitting bay this year?
Certainly in our fittings, we're going to start with Max for probably 95% of our golfers. We're going to start in Max and see where it goes from there, giving somebody a super forgiving driver. If we can get them the speed with the forgiveness, why wouldn't we go for it?
Absolutely. So there we go, guys. I hope that was helpful. Hope you enjoyed that video. Thanks to Lee for joining us and sharing us the tech in the Qi10 model. Remember, if you like our videos, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends.